Hello, my fellow degenerates. It's the Not With That Attitude podcast. We're back. It's almost end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Good lord.
Oh yeah.
It's like went by in a flash.
Mm-hmm.
Not fast enough.
Yeah, no, right? It was like,
Yeah.
all right, come on, let's skip January and most of February. Let's get months on here. Come on, let's wrap it up. I
Right.
don't even care about New Year's. I don't care about New Year's Day. But yeah. So okay, so all right, for the audience, it's like we're all in a little bit of a mood right now because like just before we started, I had to break news about like two pets. One pet dying, one of my pets dying, and then like my parents' pet having to be put down in the next few days.
Right. This is like, well.
Having a moment. Fine. I'm very sad about your pupper, though. I
Yeah,
love pictures. I love getting
Yeah.
pictures.
yeah, she was a good dog.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Everything will be fine.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, oh yeah, so I wanted to share a a wild story with you guys.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh,
I think
boy.
I mentioned a I think like there's like several way episode ago, probably one of our earlier episodes. I think I mentioned that with my uncle. One of my uncles in Ohio is a senior detective out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so he was telling us about he was in downtown Cincinnati, working security detail for I don't know if you're familiar with Music Hall, MZ.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, so he was,
That's where one of my problems was.
okay. So
It's
yeah,
very, very big.
yeah.
It-
But yeah, no, he works detail there like all the time. They fucking love him having him over there.
Mhm.
But anyway, so he's there doing his thing. I think he stepped outside for a minute because there's the I think there's actually a jailhouse right across the street from there, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Or
So,
close by. I don't
Close
remember.
by, yeah. So like he's outside and talking to one of his buddies, one of the other officers, for a bit before he goes back inside. He's like, oh, shooting shit, and then they finish up, and he goes back inside. So now he has his main radio on him, but he has it turned off because obviously he doesn't want to know going off constantly while he's in the hall and all the shows or performances or whatever else is going on. So he has like a separate one that he uses just for a music hall. Anyway, so he goes back in, goes to work, whatever. Miles away, outside of downtown Cincinnati, and so some random neighborhood, I forget where. Guy, in his front yard, in his garage, just do some yard work, whatever. Car comes speeding down the road, out, stops in front of his house.
Mhm.
Lady runs out, screaming for help, runs to his garage, and the guy's like, what's going on? What? And then another car that followed up behind her. Guy runs out, chases after her in the garage, starts stabbing the lady
Oh my
in this
god.
guy's
Oh.
garage, right? Repeatedly. I don't know if she's alive. I forgot to ask. I don't know if she survived or not.
Jeez.
Good lord.
So homeowner is like, oh fuck, shit. So of course calls 911. Police are on
Yeah.
the way. Sirens going. So guy, the stabbed lady, he bails as soon as he hears the siren, hops his car, takes off. A
Yep.
few of the cars pursue him, while a few more stop and try to take care of the lady that got stabbed. So high speed chase ensues. Going through Cincinnati.
Oh,
For whatever
boy.
reason, this guy drove all the way to downtown.
Oh boy.
I don't know why,
Okay.
but they chased
That's
him all.
okay.
They chased him all the way to downtown.
I mean,
And he,
we are having some issues with some of our bridges.
oh yeah, the one with the playground underneath it that some homeless people set fire to.
Oh boy.
Yeah. There's
Yeah, that was another thing. But anyway, so cops chasing this guy, all the way to downtown, and they end up out in front of Music Hall where my uncle's working, doing his detail.
Yep.
Now again, his main radio's off, so he doesn't need to know about anything that's going on. He hasn't heard any of the chatter, nothing. Right?
Yep.
So he only happens to hear the commotion outside. He looks out the window. He's like, "What's going on?" He's like, "Oh shit!" Turns his radio on. Finally gets up to speed of what's going on. He's like, "Oh fuck!" So he's telling everybody inside the hall, is like locking it down. He's like, "Don't go outside! Don't go outside! Everyone just stay away from the windows and doors." He locks them in. Then he rushes outside. He gets his own. Yeah, right. Stay away from the windows and doors. It's like he gets in, grabs his own police cruiser. He puts it between because I don't know if the guy they were chasing wrecked or if he just like kind of just gave up and just hopped out and he was like hiding behind a car or whatever. But anyway, he was stopped in that intersection right there where the hall is.
Good.
Right. And no, then the officers pursuing him were a few feet away in their own cars, whatever. And so I think, I guess he had a gun in his car. So like, he had a gun. He started taking shots at the officers that are pursuing him. My uncle, he's got his cruiser. He pulls out between him and the officers that are pursuing him and use it as cover, right?
Yeah.
No, the guy they're chasing, he's still picking shots off, and him and the officers, they take him out so quick. The dude didn't stand a chance. But yeah, no, it was just wild because you just like no idea what was going on. You just happened to hear the commotion outside. And he's like, oh fuck.
Well.
Like just rushing out, hoping the other officers take the guy out. But the cleanup afterward, because so that whole intersection and like a good portion of the connecting streets, that's a crime scene now.
Right.
And it took like 2 days to process all that. So any people that had their cars parked in that intersection or on those connecting streets, they couldn't get their cars for 2 days.
Right.
And
yeah.
and I think
it's right by Washington Park. Okay, I was trying to remember where exactly everything is.
And I think probably people couldn't get their cars out of Music Hall either for those 2 days. I'm not sure.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, no, it's wild, dude. But no, my grandmother's so funny because she's always just always annoying my uncle. Is like, oh, tell him the story about tell him this story about She's like, okay, mom.
Look, you gotta do what you gotta do to entertain.
But yeah, no, they rely on my uncle for a lot of stuff out there because he's escorted a lot of high profile people out there as well. And we were laughing. He was telling us his desk is like right in front of his chief's office. So like any important calls, jobs come in, he just pokes his head. I was like, hey, you want to go do for the sewers? I was like, okay.
Man.
Like, fine, I got it.
Man. But yeah.
Oh, it's close to the new soccer field.
Yeah.
See, I just remember walking to it in my prom dress on the street because we had to park forever away.
Oh my gosh.
Walking in downtown is never a good time.
Yeah.
No. But I'm trying to remember where because my cousins.
Okay.
Their apartment is I think it's pretty much along the river in downtown. Because I think you can I think I think they're only maybe a mile or two from that bridge that caught fire.
Okay.
But yeah, they were telling me just how fucking havoc it's been because I guess people can go south on the bridge, but they can't go north, if I remember correctly, or some shit like that.
I believe so.
Well.
Yeah, so it's past. I don't know how long ago that was been burned now, but how long they've been trying to repair it. But however days, weeks, or whatever, it's been just havoc for traffic. Trying to go in certain directions. Yeah.
Considering we had our main bridge out a few years ago, and then we have this one, which is a smaller bridge, but it's easiest to get from one area of Covington to Cincinnati from there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been great having all this traffic.
Yeah.
Super fantastic. Trying not to go anywhere. It's awful.
It's a wild time.
It's a good time. Having a good time.
Something like that.
What else do we do while we're out there? We're like aside from just catching up with the family, we didn't really
Right.
like go out and do much. We kind of just wanted to just chill.
Yeah.
There's this bar called what is it? Mr. Pitiful's Pitiful? It's Pitiful's, yeah. That my cousins and their my uncles, they like to go to every Thursday night to watch the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went out there and I got to meet I forgot the dude's name.
Oh.
The bartender, I forgot his name already. But anyway, but yeah, no, we're just shooting the shit, watching the game, talking, whatnot.
Yep.
I think on one of the TVs, one of the I guess an esports tournament was going on.
Oh yeah.
It's like, and my dad was like watching it, just like, is this legit? And I'm like, yeah, it is. Like, is this real? It's like, yes, this is very real. And there's like a lot of money in it. It's like, really?
Well.
It's like, yes.
The things you learn.
It's like, oh yeah, esports is fucking huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think there was one for like PUBG, and I think like one of the Battlefield games, and something else on there. And I was like trying to explain to him who I am, because like, I think he asked me, he was like, "What they're playing with no, just like console with a controller?" Or like, no, they're playing on PC, mouse and keyboard. Like mouse and keyboard's like, yeah, and it's like it's like far more accurate with mouse and keyboard. Like, really? Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
You're not dealing with the trigger moving on its own.
Right, or stick drift or anything like that.
Right.
The things you learn.
Right.
Yep.
But I think I was talking to the bartender, like something about Twitch,
Yeah.
and I like and I like turned to my dad, I'll explain. I was like, "Oh, oh, Twitch is the da, da, da." It's like, "Oh no, I know what Twitch is." Oh, you know what Twitch is? How do you know what Twitch is?
Yeah, no kidding.
You know Twitch is, but you don't understand esports. Okay.
Right.
I mean, the man hasn't played a video game since GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64 in the 90s.
Yeah.
So, as far as I know, so.
Yeah. Let's go, baby. Get him, sashimi. Fucking hell, damn.
Yeah, right.
Hell yeah.
Gyarados.
Yep. Gyarados.
And the I almost forgot the bartender. So the bartender there at Pitiful's, he's known for cracking people's back for you.
Oh.
But like just going, yeah, right. Just going for the like big old bear hug, and you gotta just like kind of relax in his arm and just like.
That's how my dad used to pop my brother's back all the time.
Mm-hmm.
My brother did wrestling, and so did my dad. So that was just kind of like the norm.
You're right.
You want your back popped? Come over, I'll pop it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like because the bartender, like these just big black guys, so it's just like, yeah. Like, come here, yeah. Yeah, because like I was just not prepared, because it's like he didn't get it all the first run, so he had to like do me twice. I'm just like, but like that first one, I'm just like, ah!
I've been to that bar.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
Really?
A couple years ago.
Wow.
It was like dead when we went, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I recognize that sign. We went there when we were bar crawling for one of my friend's birthdays.
Jeez.
Okay.
It was not a great time because they were already like, a few of them were already like sloppy drunk. And one, I remember, specifically tripped over a stool
Oh my god.
and fell over, and I was like, I'm done for the night. So that was the last bar I went to that night.
Yeah.
I recognized the sign. I was like, I know that name.
Yep.
So I went to go look up the sign. Yes, I have been there. I'll have to go back.
Oh man.
Goodness.
Yep.
There's another bar in downtown called 8-Bit that has a bunch of like retro video game systems set up. That one was really fun. I would go there again. But they have like video game themed cocktails and stuff, and then you can also play like an N64 or PS1, or they have like the old arcade machines.
Yep.
On one side, and that one I would recommend you go to the next time you come to visit.
Okay.
I think you'd like that one.
Yeah, because they have like there's like similar one in DC, but it's more bare bones. Because I think at least oh god, when was I there? It was like had I moved out yet? I don't think I moved out yet. Maybe I had. Anyway, because it was like it was pretty simple. It was it was a pretty simple setup where they just had they had like no N64 and some other consoles, but just hooked up to TVs behind the bar. And you just play them there at the bar.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if they had any arcade cabinets or not. I can't remember. I feel like they did. Maybe I don't know, but it was okay. But yeah, no. Speaking of gaming, how did I fucking miss
yeah.
Ubisoft possibly going bankrupt next year?
Yeah, right.
I completely missed that.
Yeah, right. It's like, wow, where'd this come from?
Yeah, right. Literally just saw like a clip about it on TikTok like early this morning. I'm like, I'm sorry, excuse me?
Yeah, right.
I mean, one, about fucking time, but no, also, what the fuck?
Right, like, Ubisoft has been overstepping their boundaries these days, so, you know, good on that situation, but, you know, holy cow.
Because their Assassin's Creed games have been just, like, garbage. Like,
Yep.
several have been garbage. They're, like, making no one cares about fucking, Star Wars Outlaws.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Hold on, but they have
Far Cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when was the last time they made a new Far Cry though?
Right.
Far Cry 6 was a few years back.
Yeah.
That is the only series from Ubisoft that I actually thoroughly enjoy. I love Far Cry. Yes. Yeah. Everything else I don't care.
Yeah, because I liked Black Flag. Those were the only Assassin's Creed I liked. I did play all through the Ezio trilogy, which was fine. But my main one was like just give me Black Flag. That's all I fucking want, right? Give me pirate assassins. Give me that. That's all I want.
Right.
Ship battles, hunting sharks, whales.
Yep.
Love it. Fucking love it. But what do they have? Because the Assassin's Creed with the fucking thing that takes place in like I don't know if it's ancient China, whatever period of China, whatever, where you can play as like a black samurai in this kunoichi. I don't know. That hasn't come out yet, has it?
I don't remember. I mean, honestly, I haven't really kept up, and I just have stopped thinking about Ubisoft.
Let me check here real quick. Yeah. Okay, I thought it was Mirage, which was so Mirage. Is it the one? Is Mirage something else? Or something? I see him in Street Thief and. Oh yeah, like I'm so out of the loop. I had no idea because I remember hearing the name Mirage, but that came out in 2023. So the one I'm thinking of hasn't come out yet. Okay. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Mirage. You play as Basim, a young street thief in 19th century Baghdad. Yeah, I have like no memory of that at all. Goodness.
Yep.
Yeah, so for Ubisoft, it's really going to hinge on how well this next Assassin's Creed does.
Yeah,
otherwise,
seriously, and even then, it's like how do like with Ubisoft's like record so far, how much do we expect out of this?
Right now.
Yeah, like I mean, plus some of the it was Ubisoft who said something like gamers don't own games or whatever, yada yada.
Yeah.
Or was that a different one? Okay.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Shadow Ball. Yeah, no, it's just been
it's fucking insane.
a weird time in gaming.
Yeah.
Because like now I'm like hearing rumors about how GTA 6 is gonna be.
Yeah.
It's like oh.
What are the rumors?
I mean, like whether or not it's gonna have some kind of woke agenda in it.
Yes, the issue that they need to be quote unquote nicer to transgender NPCs than the rest of the population. Look, if I'm gonna shoot somebody in the face in GTA, I'm gonna shoot a trans person the exact same way I'm gonna shoot a straight person.
If I'm playing a game where it's
I don't
going
care
around
your
being a
NPC
thug.
story.
Yeah, right. Like everyone gets the equal bullets, like.
Right.
What else is that game about?
Yeah, right.
That game doesn't care about equality. When have they ever?
Yeah,
because
right.
like one of the main reasons GTA and like especially Saints Row back then they were so successful because it's just they're making fun of everybody and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's like everyone's getting shut on. Everyone's just like
Oh yeah,
just no holds barred, right? Just no catering to one crowd or the other or agenda, whatever. Just like everyone's fucking getting the bullet. Everyone's getting covered in shit by a septic truck as you drive through downtown, whatever.
Yeah,
oh my god.
Everybody's getting shafted, like just.
And like that's also like another reason why fucking South Park is still so successful and still going for so long.
Yeah.
South Park doesn't fucking care.
Right.
I mean, if you're gonna have it, you might as well lean into it.
Right.
Yeah. So just like don't stop catering. Just like stick to how it's been.
Right.
Yeah,
it's just oh my gosh, dude.
Because like I just keep thinking back to fucking was it Veilguard, Dragon Age Veilguard? Is that what it is again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the newest one.
Let's get Emsie's take. She finished the game now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you finished it?
Level 0 to 10.
I did finish it. I finished it what?
This past week,
Thursday?
just a couple days ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's see. Let me scroll back to make sure I. Oh, I finished it on Christmas.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Wednesday.
I was like trying to remember. Yeah, I finished it on Christmas. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. It was just a game.
Yeah.
I personally liked the way that I ended my game, but it wasn't as impactful as I would like it to be.
Yeah.
It kind of just anticlimactically ended like, here you go. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yep.
I mean, you left some things open, but you didn't really leave anything open to interpret whether the game is ended, like the series is ended, or if you're actually going to continue. But if you do
I do know
continue,
that they are not doing any DLCs.
no, they are not.
They are
Oh,
not.
they're not. They're
They are.
not.
They are straight up not doing any DLCs.
No, people asked, and they were like, "No, the game is complete as is," and we're sitting here like, "Are you sure about that?"
Mhm.
But I wouldn't really want DLCs from them anyway because the writing was just not.
It was atrocious.
It wasn't there.
There's a reason I also haven't continued playing.
Yeah.
I would much rather shoot deer and bison for 5 hours
Yeah, right. Then play that game for 10
than
minutes.
listen to that writing.
For Farillo, if not too much time has gone by, see if you can get a refund on Steam.
Yeah, right.
Nah. I mean, I do intend, like, I want to finish it.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
I just was so turned off at the beginning of the game with how poorly written it was.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm not ready for this right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dedicate my time to Monster Hunter when it comes out next year, and
Pengu.
Right.
I'll get around to it at some point.
Hey, Pengu. Dorian
Yeah.
shows up again.
I know he does. I've gotten spoilers.
No. You see him the one time, and then he comes back again at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And I was like,
you have a choice to make with him. Am I correct?
Whether
Whether you want him to lead something or another.
Not
You have
that
to make a choice
remember.
between him and another woman, I believe, on. I mean, there are how many pathways in the game, but
that
on
wasn't
taking
my
over a certain
pathway.
position, I believe.
That I didn't have a choice. He just took over at the end for me. I don't know if that's because I made certain choices,
Perhaps.
or what. But yeah, he showed up again, and I was like, I'm still disappointed that you do not look right and you do not sound right.
He does not look right. He does not sound right.
Like, I am still upset about this. This is not what I like. Can we please go back to the Dorian from the last game? Okay, thanks, fine. They also brought back the Inquisitor.
Yes.
Which is okay.
Well, we all know, because you got to craft your Inquisitor at the start of the game. So.
Yeah. But like, she.
Oh, hold on, pause. Wait, so there's no well, thinking about it, it's probably no surprise, but there is no like if you have like Inquisition save on your computer.
No, there is no transferring data from one game to the next.
Well.
You can transfer 3 choices.
Yeah. That's all you get.
I don't remember what the 3 are, other than who your Inquisitor romanced was one of them.
Mhm.
I don't remember what the other 2 things were, but yeah, you got to pick 3 choices.
Jeez.
And their intention going into that, from what I read, was, we want new players who haven't gotten any history in the series to feel like, they're on the same playing field as everybody else. I'm like, that's not the fucking point. The fucking point is that the choices I've made over the last decade play into this game, and it really seems like there is such a disconnect from the other 3 games to this.
Boy.
For me, my Inquisitor tracked because I did romance Solus in the last game.
And I think that is the only reason they even put that as an option to carry over, quote unquote, is if your Inquisitor romance Solus. If not, it doesn't matter.
Right. And like for me,
I did it for the record, so.
I mean, I have multiple saves, but I think the last one I did, I
always go
again.
with my canon, and my canon did not. I played Inquisition 5 times to completion, and my canon is not Solus. Will I play this game to completion once?
I mean, I want to play it again.
Her computer is very crusty.
I purely want to play it again just so I can see what the romance is with Davrin, which is the Grey Warden.
I may or may not end up going with Dabrin. I'm just going to let the game decide. I'm going to flirt with 2 people, and whoever the game decides comes to me first is going to get the pussy.
I mean, whatever works for you.
Yeah.
I very aggressively went after Lucanus, and I was disappointed that we didn't get an actual spicy scene. I was like,
what could have been? The hot springs could have been a thing.
No, that would have been so good. I don't even know if it was a budget thing so much as they were like, nah, this doesn't quote unquote track, but it absolutely tracks.
It's like, oh no,
but I do want to see.
We don't want to get harassed by the oversensitive mothers out there. It's like, he's sexy feet to my children.
This is 18. Like, this is not a kid's game, so they can kiss my ass.
Read the ESRB.
Yeah.
You dumb fucking bitch.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, if I do play again, I plan to, but I'll probably like speed run it because I now know what the fuck I'm doing.
You don't want to romance Tosh?
No, I don't have a thing for overgrown teenagers with issues. That's why I couldn't get
having a whole cutscene about her and her mom trying to explain that she's non-binary.
Yes. Oh my god, that's just very annoying.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh, that on TikTok.
Well.
It is a whole thing, her trying to explain to her mother that she is non-binary, and her mom just doesn't
understand it.
Yep.
And then you also have to like choose whether Tosh goes with the Kyun or with Ravani or Ravani. And I was like, she's grown up in Ravani culture. Why would she do anything with the Kyun? that decision didn't make any sense to me.
Can we talk about my one gripe with the Kunari? Why do they look like humans with horns?
Yeah, they didn't lean into their actual like look like they did in the last few games.
Like in Inquisition.
So
yeah.
let me pull up.
Yeah, because I vaguely remember
this
seeing
side by side.
some
Let me
pics.
pull this up for you.
It's like
Some of the Canary guys.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
That's
Some
like
of the Canary guys don't look like Canary guys.
The other issue that I saw floating around from some people was that looking at even Inquisition to Veilguard, they really try to make everybody beautiful. The lighting was impeccable. Everybody is flawlessly toned and skinned. There is no blemishes, which therefore means that the designs just kind of fall flat to me. They don't have any character to them. Just quote unquote perfect. And I'm like, that's not.
Harding gets scars,
like
but like that. Harding was probably the least attractive character that they made.
Yeah.
It's like I know vanilla Skyrim characters that look better than this. I know.
Yeah, right.
This is like that. This looks to me like some fucking like shitty prosthetic makeup work, whatever, from like an '80s sci-fi, straight to home video, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even super great in Inquisition, because here's an Inquisition 1. They still don't look as good as Dragon Age 2. They look more human-like, but it just got worse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They went from like the only one in Inquisition that I think actually looked like a Canary was Iron Bull.
Yeah.
And that was the
He was
only
great.
one. Everybody else was just kind of like, I don't know what you are supposed to be.
Just elves with horns.
Basically.
Yeah.
Basically. And like, there's one Canary called the Butcher, which kind of looks like an actual Canary, but he's still a little too pretty.
Man.
And I'm like, yeah, this is not great. You also don't see like any other dwarves. Harding and it. I'm like, I know we're in another country, but we keep going to like the quote unquote like underground dwarves, and they don't look like dwarves. They don't look like they're supposed to at all. They're not built right. And sure, they can be like a evolution of them, but it's still wrong. It doesn't look right. They're too pretty. They're not squirt enough and like thick enough. They look taller than they're supposed to. They're taller and leaner, whereas like dwarves are meant to be short and stocky.
Yep.
It just doesn't look right.
They're leading into they're pushing Keeley from the Hobbit.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Not that anybody needs a spoiler alert, because at this point, who cares about Veilguard? Emsie, what were your feelings on the Varric twist?
So, here's my thing. I don't understand how nobody else saw, quote unquote, that Rook was talking to a ghost or something not there.
Tim
Because
won't
they're
remember, but
literally
literally
in
as I
the
was
same
character
room.
creating and going through the beginning of the game, I'm like, oh god, thank god. I'm glad they didn't do that to me at the beginning of the game. And then I get spoiler alerts later that Varric's fucking dead the whole time. I'm like, excuse me?
Ah.
Yeah. Varric is dead.
Yep.
Well, shit.
Solus manipulates you through this like vision of Varric that you have.
He's been
But here's the
manipulating us
thing.
the whole time. That doesn't make me like Egghead any better.
But here's my thing. Like, the way that they dropped this information on you was kind of like out of nowhere.
That I don't know yet. I just know the content. I don't know the context.
So you switch places with Zolas in his prison. I'm sure you don't care about spoilers at this point.
No, I don't. You told me this, yes.
So you switch places with Solus in his little prison, And the way that you get out of this prison is to basically deal with your quote-unquote regrets.
Ugh.
So
Like
for
fucking
me,
therapy.
I picked Balara to handle the one of the mirrors with like blood mage enchantments on it.
Yeah.
So she got sucked in and blighted. So I had to talk with this vision of Balara and like.
So is it
deal
pretty
with-
much just making you go through all of the decisions you made and coming to terms with your choices
Kind
in the
of.
game?
Not even all the decisions. Just like the last like 3. So I had Balara being blighted.
What were your
Harding,
choices, Lara and who?
Harding.
Fuck Harding.
Harding sacrificed himself. Literally, I was just like, I have no attachment to you whatsoever. I'm
Yeah.
okay with you dying.
Yeah.
Like, this is fine. And so I had Balara that I had to talk to, and then I had Harding that I had to talk to. And then at the very end, all of a sudden, Varric shows up, and you're like, the fuck? And then it's revealed that Varric's been in the Fade, and he was stabbed by Solus, and therefore he's been dead this whole time. And like Rook's like, oh, I should have known this, or like I thought I had an inkling, and I'm like, no, you didn't, bitch.
I named the Hippo.
So Fiona has an ice cream.
Cornbread.
Cornbread also works.
Cornbread.
But so like when you're dealing with like the Varric segment, which is, excuse me, the very like last set of just quote unquote like decisions you have to deal with. Yeah, all of a sudden you're like, oh, so Solus somehow manipulated my memories, and nobody caught on to the fact that I thought that Varric was still there, even though I was visiting the room where he was supposedly staying multiple times, or like I was talking to him while everybody was in the room with me. Yeah, that don't track. Because you do talk to him while everybody's in a meeting with you.
You couldn't, what's his face, just manipulate everyone else's mind too to think Varric is there as well?
Because the way that he manipulated Rook was because they had a quote-unquote blood tie. She blooded at a thing that he was doing, like a ritual that he was doing. So he had a blood tie to her through that ritual. So that's how he was manipulating her. But apparently nobody else understood or saw that she was going buku bananas, apparently. I was in here like, this does not track. It doesn't make sense.
Not even your Fade expert noticed.
No!
Well.
And you're living in part of the Fade, like, at the lighthouse. And so you're just sitting here like, make this make sense to me. Please explain this to me like I'm 5. Because it doesn't make sense. There's no way. Just no way. But yeah, I had Harding die, which was kind of funny because she and Tosh had just started like getting together.
Yeah.
And I was just like, alright, I don't care about this enough. Let's go. And then you have like the super dramatic theatrical scenes where you're deciding where everybody goes for like the final battles. And you literally stop at the door when they finally break through one of the enchantments, and you turn around and like make sure, quote unquote, that everybody is still alive at one point. And I'm like, no, that is not what you would do in the middle of a fucking battle. You would just run through the door to finish the battle.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need a 5-minute scene of her checking all of these people. Like, it would not make sense in the context. It doesn't make sense for the character. Stop it. Just everything. Stop it. All in all, I'd rather just go back and romance Flynn.
Yeah.
The NPC that you can't romance, but it's fine. Give me my soft healing boy.
And that was Emsie's hot take.
Yeah, right.
Sorry for my mini rant. Again.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
gotta love it.
Well, Nick, what have you been playing lately?
Yeah, right. I dare say that was honestly plenty of content as well, so I'll probably stop here, though. Then we can just have our own conversations, outside of this.
Yeah.
We literally got, the go in one single fucking go, basically.
Good job, Emsie.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Glad that we can
I think we need more.
Emsie's voice is back and in full force.
Yeah, right. Alright, let's give this Sol
My
Rock a
voice is
name, and then
back.
we can call it. I need a good name for this Sol
Sun
Rock.
chips.
What?
Sun chip.
Sun chips.
You know,
Yeah, we
yeah,
can do that.
sun chips. Yeah.
Alright, cool.
I'm so glad that I just threw that out.
Yeah, right? It's like, you know what? Yes, sun chips. Let's go.
Yeah, right.
I'm good for something, guys. I'm good for something.
It's like
Emsie, you carried the podcast today. It's fine.
I'm so glad.
like 10 out of 10 would recommend sun chips now.
Yeah, right. I used to
They
shout
give
on
them
those
to
all
us
the
at work
time,
all the time. Well, my work provides free snacks, and they give us so many sun chips. I'm like, I'm so tired of sun chips by now. Can you please give me pretzels or literally
I would never
anything?
choose pretzels over sun chips.
Right.
I am a pretzel fiend. I can't help it.
Only with French onion dip.
See, I like mine plain.
Nah, I need
I'm a weirdo though.
need my salted pretzels. Got all the salt on them.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Use belly drum.
Quick, take him out! Take him out!
Okay, he's dead.
There you go.
There we go. Alright. Ranted and rambled.
All right.
Like every other Pokemon after keeps using belly drum, like fuck!
Yeah, right. It's like, oh god damn it! Same damn shit.
It's like, don't outspeed me! Don't outspeed me!
Yeah, right.
Oh man, but no, I remember. I just remember something because I think yeah, I sent you all a picture of the sweet potato pies my mom made when I was in
Okay.
Ohio.
Yep.
Yeah.
I forgot to take a picture of the fucking mac and cheese.
You did.
Damn it, Nick.
You
I'm
know,
upset.
we had already started kind of digging into it, and I'm like, fuck!
Damn.
Put it all back. Spit it out.
Yeah, right. You gotta just, all start spitting the fuck out. Like, it's like, quick! Now we do the cheese bowl. Now we show the oopie goopy.
It's like when I forget to take pictures of stuff that's actually cute that I eat. It's fine.
Yeah.
But
That'll be Emsie.
But yeah, because I fucking knew because I go down there to visit. Mom's gonna cook all my favorite stuff for me.
Yep.
But more likely I'm not gonna be able to take on the plane back with me.
Yeah.
That's why I'm always so insistent on driving so that I can take shit back with me without.
Right.
But no, you want me there sooner.
Do you have your mom's recipe?
Fucking, I do. I could make it
I
myself.
have it.
Did I give it to you?
Yes.
I did.
Can confirm it's really good.
See, I know what I'm talking about.
Ow.
If we weren't doing, we did cheesy potatoes instead because I really like those. I would have made the mac and cheese.
Now I want mac and cheese. And I have chicken and wild rice soup in my hand.
Good old Jack and Me's.
But yeah, those bread crumbles in there, that's crucial. Crucial.
Yeah, the breadcrumbs are always important in baked mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Like you literally if it's not good baked mac and cheese unless there's a good gooiness to it and really nice, not necessarily crunchy but crispy breadcrumbs on top.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be something crispy and a little slightly charred
Yeah.
top
Yes.
to it, like the
there's
hard
that,
top.
Yeah, there's that very light charring, but it's not extreme.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because my friend Anthony in Washington State, who just had his first kid, who his wife is complaining that he has no butt. He likes to put bacon pieces in his.
Mm. That would be a good addition.
Better than raisins.
Because we were FaceTiming them while we were there. I was in Ohio. And he's
Anything
like,
better than
he's like,
raisins.
he's like, yeah, I know he's doing good. He's putting on weight and da-da-da, but he's got no butt. It's like, I had a big butt when I was born. Why doesn't he have one? Like, I don't know what happened.
Don't worry, his head will be flat and his butt will be flat for a while. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
This has been not with that attitude.
Yeah, right. But yeah, God damn it. Yeah, this has been another episode, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. This has been a cultured degenerate production, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Farewell, everybody.